Hello, today we're speaking about our business plan, Ultravan Foods by Ultraviolet Lights. Our mission is to ensure low-income communities have availability to clean and affordable produce by reworking the infrastructure of the food shipping industry. All of our vans are going to be fully electric, solar panel equipped, and also equipped with UV lights. They'll also be available for lease and for sale, while also having our patented solar power ultraviolet sanitizing lights. So what does this mean? This means that our produce is cleaned by ultraviolet light during transport, which in turn minimizes time, enhances freshness, and cuts cost. This also means that there's not going to be any unnatural chemicals used in our produce, no diesel in our vans, and we're also going to be eco-friendly. So why should you choose us? It's simple. It's because we're driven to create sustainable practices to empower low-income communities. The problems that we face are that minorities and low-income households don't have access to healthy foods found in wealthier communities. These food deserts contribute to health issues that are susceptible to low-income communities more than their counterparts. Diseases like obesity, diabetes, and heart disease ravage these communities. And we can see this in a graph right here that shows wealthy communities versus low-income communities. As you can see, the rates in the low-income communities are way higher than their counterparts across the board.
The solution, solar panels that are affixed to the roof of our vans to keep them running, are also incremental in sanitizing produce while on the road. This way, we're not only cutting operating costs such as fuel and labor, but we're also increasing efficiency in delivering items. This allows us to deliver fresh organic foods at affordable prices to poverty-stricken communities that need it the most, thus giving us a competitive advantage in the market. Solutions all around. Our vans contribute in the fight against climate change by eliminating our need for gasoline and oil changes. This results in faster delivery times, less overall emissions, and lower operating costs. Going fully electric substantially reduces our carbon footprint and hopefully sets a precedent for other companies in the industry. Business specifications, mostly serving lower income areas experiencing food deserts, providing healthy, affordable food alternatives, innovative technology that exponentially increases efficiency and dramatically decreases operating costs. Savings are passed on to the customers. Plan. Our vans will do a short North American tour where we will show how our vans deliver farm to table ingredients. We will be able to demonstrate how our local fresh produce can be sold and sanitized using our vans. Giving them tours of our solar panels on the roof of the vans and explaining our environmental consciousness. The ultraviolet light van will start at a manufacturing suggested retail price of $43,400. This includes vans costs, UV lights, and solar panels. Initial costs of the vans are a little bit higher than other food trucks because of the technology the van is equipped with. Maintenance cost of vans is quite lower than those of diesel-powered vehicles, and the savings for our vehicles are found in the operation costs. Product. Our product delivers fresh, clean produce to the end customers while providing value to our direct clients by shipping products faster and cheaper than our competitors. Our services indirectly deliver food to low-income communities while using green energy through solar panels to power the trucks and clean the food. The vans are fully electric and equipped with solar panels and UV lights. These are used to recharge the vehicle and clean the produce of bacteria and microorganisms, respectively. Our promotions are going to be through word of mouth, social media, and open information. Our target markets are the U.S. food retail industry and farmers.
So, like Sarah mentioned, our target market includes the U.S. retail food industry. So we're not going to be delivering food straight to customers. What we're going to be doing is replacing the traditional food shipping industry. We're acting as a middleman between local farmers and the food retail distributors. So traditional companies had slower delivery times than we will because they required pit stops, gas stops, drivers need to take a break, and cleaning facility stops, which our vans simply won't need because of our fully electric vans and the solar panels equipped on them, as well as the UV lights that clean the produce that they carried. So that's how our company addresses the slower delivery times, and at the same time helps to combat the pollution problem in the country by reducing our carbon footprint. Customer segments, more specifically, are corporate produce retailer wholesalers, as well as smaller grocery stores in communities that don't have those larger chains. So what this does is it allows us to provide our clean food to communities that historically don't get those clean foods. And so it helps us achieve our goal of helping those low-income communities get healthy food affordably. So some of the competition that we're going to face, first, one of our major competitors will be Cisco. Cisco is the largest food distribution company in the country. It's built a reputation for quality ingredients. It does not just ingredients, it provides food supplies, seafood, meat, dairy, all that stuff. And it's multinational. It's a huge company, has a huge network, and has been it's renowned for its network and its speed of delivery and stuff like that. Another competitor is US Foods. It offers over 350,000 national and international, as well as their own exclusive brands. And they do the same kind of product selection as Cisco, and they have the same kind of clientele, restaurants, schools, educational facilities, government facilities, stuff like that. And businesses often utilize their services because they grant discounts on their own exclusive products, as well as they also have a great distribution network like Cisco does. And another competitor is United Natural Foods Incorporated. They at first were based on the West Coast and slowly branched out to the entire country. And their main thing is their service of natural foods, organic foods, stuff like that. And with the growing trend of businesses wanting more and more organic foods, this company has been a great supplier for them because they have a great network in obtaining natural and organic foods and giving them to their clientele. Advantage over all of these companies that despite their history and despite their already established networks, we're going to have lower prices because we have less costs. We don't have to worry about gas. We don't have to worry about all the stops that they have to do in regards to cleaning. So that improves our delivery time. It lowers our cost. And it allows us to offer cheaper prices to these customers and cheaper rates to our clientele. And finally, we also are obviously socially responsible in terms of our mission of feeding more low-income people and reducing our emissions to the atmosphere. So our vehicle suppliers are going to be companies that are historically like OEMs, automotive manufacturers. Any company like Ford, Tesla that can supply us vehicles in fleets that will be compatible with the UV lights and solar panels that we plan to equip them with. And we'll select a supplier based on our compatibility with them in terms of our values, their price that they offer their fleets at, and their quality. And these are a lot of the prospective suppliers: Ford, GM, Tesla, any other company that for the vehicles that has historically made electric vehicles. That's who we're going to choose out of those. For the UV lights, the companies that we selected for prospective suppliers are Freedom Solar Power and Solar Electric Supply. Both companies have a history of creating lights that we will need, the type of lights that we will need to install in our vans. And they have to be physically compatible. And again, we'll select those suppliers based on how compatible they are, as well as the price that they offer us.
We're going to have many different roles in our company. First is the CEO, who evaluates the prospective vendor and supplier partnerships, identifies new markets and strategies, as well as overseeing the assembly of all of our vans, the attaching and of panels and the lights. We also have a COO who is responsible for securing fleet deals with automotive manufacturers and overseeing driver schedules and routes. We also have a vendor liaison who is responsible for dealing with current vendor relationships, which includes farmers and farmers markets, as well as finding prospective new vendors. They also report potential new vendor information to the CEO for evaluation. We also will have a client liaison who is responsible for dealing with client relationships, including restaurants, grocery stores, supermarkets, etc., while also searching for potential new clients. They also report potential new client information to the CEO for evaluation. We will also have a driver liaison who is responsible for hiring and training new drivers. Our organizational structure, we will be incorporated as a low profit limited liability company, or L3C. This organizational structure is used when the company has a nonprofit mission, yet is still technically a for-profit organization. This structure fits our company best because it provides us with the ability to build ample amounts of capital from both public and private sources, while still pursuing our goal of bringing healthy foods at affordable prices to low-income communities, as well as combating climate change.
So some of our milestones include securing substantial funding. We want to purchase a truck hub, and then we want to finish creating, our first couple trucks that will be our initial investment, and then we want to complete our first delivery. Some of our key metrics. So healthy and organic food is expensive and unobtainable for most of the country, especially in food deserts. We intend to provide an affordable, clean, organic produce for as many people as possible, while still utilizing local farmer markets, and to create a cycle that benefits the food industry and consumers, as well as generates a good reputation for our company. We intend to provide affordable and clean produce, utilizing businesses to ultimately provide for large corporations, such as major supermarkets, in order to just reach as many people as possible. And then these metrics will help us to monitor our business and help provide an accurate description to our potential profits, which would include sales revenue, gross margin, net profit margin, and then net promoter score. And then our financial plan, as a company, we believe strongly in our cause. We are all intending to invest $20,000 while also taking out a micro loan of $25,000. And our current plan is to invest enough money to begin with 2 UV vans, which don't allow for a ton of profit at the start. However, it would solidify us as a company, and then within the next 2 years, we can expect to pay off the initial investments and the loan, and then also within the next 5 years, we would be able to have an entire fleet, which would increase our profits exponentially. Our initial startup costs are quite high, and in order to stay true to our business model, we are using electric vehicles with solar panels, UV lights, in order to produce clean and organic produce at low costs. Much of the market is in produce ranges from 47% to over 300% in markup prices. We intend to begin at a 70% markup, and then as we have more vans in our company, we intend to lower that cost or that markup lower and lower in order to stay true to our initial ideals. Some of the main expenditures that we will be having in our company is securing deals with suppliers, and then the initial startup costs that are a little bit high. Additionally, funds will be allocated to pay for warehouse rent, and then miscellaneous maintenance for our vehicles, our solar panels, UV lights, etc. And then for our initial proposal, we can expect to have lower rental costs for the warehouse, as our operation will be a little bit smaller. And that is our project. That is Ultravan Foods. And thank you for listening.